This is John Young. Today we're going to be testing different drills. We've got brushless drills here. We've got the RYOBI unit here, and I'll put the numbers and such in the description below. We've got Makita, Craftsman, and DEWALT. These are all brushless drills. And it's kind of a windy day, so you're going to hear a little wind noise. But these little drills are all designed for heavy-duty applications with their brushless motor. So today we're going to use it on a K-Drill, which of course is for drilling holes in the ice for ice fishing. And that's where we're out here on the lake right now. So we're going to drill. We're going to have each one drill one hole. The K-Drill typically only ends right about here. We had to add a 12-inch extension because it is really, really thick ice out here. It's about 40 inches thick, maybe even a little more. We'll find out. It's been about a week since I drilled the hole. This K-Drill, we'll use the same one for each drill, and this one has drilled about 20 holes. I actually didn't use it for the first part of winter because I like my old hand auger. Just makes for a quick, easy, exercise-filled hole experience, where now we have to have the K-Drill. So we're going to jump right into it, and we're going to go through all 4 drills in this video. So the first drill we're going to be using in our test today is the RYOBI. This is based on their 1 Plus system, 18 volt. They recommend 20 volt, brushless, half inch. This is everything but the 20 volt that's on their 18 volt system. The model number of this is the P251. And again, it's a brushless drill. So what we have to do is we have to attach it. I'm going to back this up. Okay. I'm going to make sure it's good and snug. Now this particular one does have the extra arm on it, and we're going to have a little bit of a struggle because this is deep ice, so I'm going to have to pull up the ice shavings out a couple of times, and it's going to probably kick and throw, but that's just the way it's going to be today. Let's see what it does. And there we go. We just broke through to water. So we're about 34 inches of ice. Now during that drilling, the RYOBI was actually stalling out. It would basically shut off. I'd let go of the trigger, start it up again, and it would continue to drill. It just was doing that quite a few times. Pretty much every time you heard this go off, that's what it was. So let's go to the next drill. So our next drill is the Makita drill. This is the XPH07 brushless 18 volt half inch. Back it out. Put it on. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. No wonder I won't work. Okay. So we are ready. Let's see, the first hole is there. We're going to go right to the side of it, about 18 inches over. This one does not have that extra hand, so it's going to be a little bit more work to keep this one stable. And there we are. We got through. The Makita didn't really stall out until we got to the very end. That's when you actually heard it kind of stalling out a little bit. Otherwise, it kind of ground its way through until the very end. Just checking to see if it smelled hot or anything. Doesn't smell hot. So now let's try the next drill. So our next drill is from Craftsman. This is in their new V20 line. This is the brushless unit. They have regular and brushless. This is the CMCD721. Half-inch, brushless, 20 volt. Make sure it's in low gear. And tighten it up. Go away from the other two holes. We're on camera. Let's give it a roll. There, finally through. We hit water a few seconds before that. It took that kind of time to break that last ice. Craftsman, in their their V20 series brushless unit, it had a couple of pauses as it got toward the end. Otherwise, it did pretty well on the early drilling. Just at the very end, it kind of paused, and I had to reset, pause, reset. Let's get to our last drill. Our last drill in our test, DEWALT. This is their 20 volt, the XR series. This is the DCD996. DCD996. This is half-inch, brushless, heavy duty. This is the one that most of the guys are using with this drill. So we'll put it on. Oops. Snug it up. It has the additional handle for a little bit better leverage. And let's see how this one goes. No flushing out the ice all the way straight down through. So to do a synopsis here, out in the lake, DEWALT went all the way through. Basically, I didn't even have to flush. Went wonderfully. Then it was Makita, then Craftsman, then the RYOBI. Let's head back into the office so we can look at these a little more in depth about what each one has. All right, so we just got back in from our shootout on the lake here, where we were looking at 4 different drills. Now we just get these all out here. We had the DEWALT. This was the DEWALT in the XR series. This is the DCD996 half-inch brushless on 20 volt system. We had the RYOBI. This is the P251. This is their half-inch brushless, the 18 volt version. Nice little handle there. We had the Craftsman. The Craftsman, this is their CMCD721 here, half-inch. Does not have any handle or anything with this particular unit. This one actually had a 2 amp hour battery compared to both of those. I think I have 4 amp hour batteries on. I think I've got a 4 amp hour battery on the DEWALT. And then we had finally the Makita. This is their XPH07, their brushless 18 volt, and it has, I don't know, 3 amp hour battery on it. Those are the drills. Now, in order for least to best in our test, and you guys can watch the footage and such of this, our
best, are least effective, the RYOBI. It could drill the hole, as you can see from the video, but as you're going down, it would basically, it would trip like a little internal breaker. Stop. You'd have to let go of the trigger and pull again, and it would be ready to go. And you just drill, stop, drill, stop. That's the way it was. So that happened quite a bit with the RYOBI. I have used this actually numerous times, and when the ice was thinner, it worked much better. As the ice has gotten thicker, as you saw today, it was a struggle for it, but it could do it. So if you have the RYOBI brushless drill, don't think you're out of business. You can still do it. Next in our test would be the Craftsman. The Craftsman did better than I thought it was going to, actually. I wasn't exactly sure where it was going to fall, and really between the Craftsman and Makita, they were really kind of compatible. Craftsman is the new in their 20-volt series, and you've got Makita in their 18-volt. If you're getting into the Craftsman tools, the 721 brushless has got a lot of horsepower, and it did a really nice job, and it's probably, maybe half the weight of the Makita. So these two are probably somewhere in that second and third. But the top in this test was the DEWALT in their 20-volt line. This is the DCD996. Easily went all the way down through the ice. It's a lot of work to drill through, but the DEWALT was able to do it and go right on through. A lot of people talk about using a Milwaukee drill for this. I do not have Milwaukee, so I wasn't able to test that in this test today. So for those of you who are Milwaukee fans and say the fuel is the way to go, maybe in your world, I just don't have one because I have these 4 brands and not that brand. So this is our little unscientific test about drilling with a K-Drill. Well, it's buried here in the back of the Ranger, but that's what we were working with today. Thank you for watching the video. This is John Young.